today, by the personal invitation of the Han Nation, I'm going to report to you the news about the Tom Rhodes, an American host, actor, comedian, travel writer. When it became in 1990s, the first comedian spokesperson was the Tom Rhodes. In 1995, he filmed and hosted the film called White Rice Adventure Tour, which gives to him the first opportunity to travel internationally for television station. And today, in China, in Wuhan, we'll celebrate 33 years of his business. And he arrived here to join another tour of Shanghai Comedy Club, and he will perform tonight shows. So let's enjoy. Now I want to introduce to you one of the famous bloggers of Wuhan City, Sabrina Q, will share with you the comedy show feedback.
And hello guys, I'm Sabrina, and today I want to talk something about the biggest difference between Chinese comedy show and some Western countries comedy show. So I've watched so many comedy shows, both and the Chinese and American shows. So I think for Chinese show, the Hong Kong's movie and Hong Kong's show is the most famous in China. So we think it's very closeless, and it's very they are trying to make the people to laugh. But for the comedy, for American shows, they are more like the topics are more near life, like Two Broke Sisters or Two Broke Girls, and Friends. That's my favorite show, Friends, and also the Gossip Girl. So I think these shows are really near China, and sometimes also one thing is very important. As you guys know, recently the VPN is not quite good for you to log in some like Instagram or Facebook. So it's because of some political issues, and we need some. So most our Chinese comedy show, we are not allowed to do some ironic way for our government. But as you can see, American shows always do this, especially Two Broke Girls. You know, the Max always likes to say something to ironic their government or some celebrities. So I think this is the biggest difference between the both two Chinese show and American show. Articles for almost 1 year, and the first article I wrote is started from the last Christmas, so it's almost 1 year now. Usually I write something about the China and some Chinese cultures and Chinese languages, and especially I'm more focused on Wuhan. And my subscription account name is Rock Your Chinese. So it's like recently now it's more and more people are following my account, and I'm really glad that. I started to write this because I have some foreign friends, so I wanted to let them know more Chinese culture, then they can live in China better. And since I started to write this, and I have more and more followers, and I really love to see that, and people are like my articles, which made me also very pleasant. So, and I also made so many friends there, and so I'm really glad I did this. Sometimes my friends tell me like this will take lots of your time, but I'm really glad I started to do that. So you know, basically I'm focused on the Chinese issues, but sometimes I'd love to write something about the traveling. So I like to travel a lot. So usually I will write something about like if I've been to the Korea last spring festival. So I think I wrote 2 articles about it, and some of my friends always when they went there after I wrote those articles. So I think this is good. So if you want to go somewhere, you can also let me know. and I probably can introduce some nice places to you guys.
And now let me introduce to you the main organizers of today's comedy show of Tom Tordes at Han Nation. The Han Nation by Shreyas and Chingiz in Han. And are you making events here, organizing events here in Han?
I think we started from last year. We had some big events like Maziga party. What else? What did we have?
We started off with a bang-on Bollywood night somewhere here. It's very nearby. It's 15 meters away from here at A+. We expected about 200 people, and we had 600 people who came that night. We didn't have space for anyone actually that night. So we've had a long run. We started sometime in December last year. We started with small events like December 25th, Christmas parties, and then we moved on from there to the New Year's parties, and then we tried to do different things. We tried to do after school. When holidays started, the students came back from Wuhan, and then we did a back to school party, and then we did a couple of more things after that, and then Maziga was one of our biggest successes, where we had 600 people who came. A+ made a killing that night. We had a very good audience, and that's when we decided that we're going to take a step back and focus on the product that we want to offer.
We did also Soldier Boy party also.
Of course, not to forget, we had Soldier Boy who came to Wuhan. Soldier Boy is one of the biggest names in rap from the US. He came down to Wuhan. We did it again at A+. He came for the opening of a nightclub called Matrix. So he was one of our first celebrity clients, and we brought him around, did all of that for Soldier Boy, and it's a super successful night. Soldier Boy had a lot of fun. I remember him telling me at the end of the party that you guys know how to.
So you started last year?
True. About December last year.
We have the platform for foreigners in Wuhan called Han Nation. The idea of Han Nation came to us last year, March, and then we started developing Han Nation from December last year. And Shreyas joined our team in January. Like basically it was December 31st.
December 31st technically.
Last year, and since that time, me and Shreyas and our team, we are every day working hard, putting our all effort and energy to create this product.
We do a lot of solution providing, which means that we develop programs and software and apps, mini programs, websites for our clients. That's what we do in reality every single day. But on the side, when we're bored, or when we want to have some fun, we throw some events like these, which are fun for everyone around us, our friends and everyone around Wuhan. So that's one of the main things that we want to do, is to inject some fun into Wuhan. And Wuhan is actually a wonderful place, but the problem is nobody knows where to go to do what.
That's true.
And everyone is isolated because they feel that Chinese is a language barrier. To change the landscape by creating a WeChat mini program or website and a mobile site, and then brought all of these popular events back into town. And
so we're just announcing them.
Literally we're just announcers. We don't do much other than announcing. Of course, for some events we do a lot of groundwork. We prepare the marketing side, we do the videos, we do photography, we do
technical
background, technical stuff. Our main business is actually building stuff. We love to build stuff, and that's what Han Nation is all about. We love to build stuff. We love to build communities, we love to build programs, we like to build intelligent solutions for people who have problems. And that's what we've been doing for the last 1 year.
Yes, Shreyas, what about the problems? Which type of difficulties are you facing up during organizing events or any type of your works in Han Nation in your daily life?
So I think we face the same typical problems that most event organizers face. In that we don't know who are the people who are interested. We're not able to reach the real people who are interested. But you see, at the end of the day, we've realized one thing: that how many other events we've thrown, about 75% of the people who really want to come to the event get to the event. And we're very happy with the success rate, because to us that is more than enough. 75% of the people who are interested in something coming for that event is really, it makes our heart very warm to know that we've made a difference. And I think that's what we're living on right now. But of course, we challenge ourselves every single time and say, 75% is not enough, we want 80%, we want 95%, we want 100%. So we'll work towards that, and we hope that we can give Wuhan what it wants.
We also hope to see next year's tour of Han Nation. So I want to ask you, what are your future plans for next year for organizing events or organizing everything in Wuhan?
So, Tonya, I find it very funny when you say organizing events because
Yes, because for me, you're organizer of today
I
comedy
understand.
show.
I understand. So we have a few events that are coming up. We have a small team that's running those events.
Can you share,
Uh,
please?
Perhaps, maybe what we're thinking of doing is we're trying. A lot of people have asked us what happened to Maziga. We want another Maziga in the Bollywood party in Wuhan. So we're really working towards that, and
we're planning to.
We hope we can deliver in time. That's one. But looking at what we're doing right now, I think that events is going to be a bit of a smaller thing that we're doing.
We will try to keep it up, but at the same time, we will focus on our product because the platform have to provide. We want to give more freedom for our users, so that they will be able to upload their own stuff on the platform, so that they will be able to share their stuff on the platform with all the friends and all other. Because in Wuhan we have different type of community maybe.
Yeah.
We have students, we have expats, we have just travelers who came to Wuhan once in a while. We have parents coming and we have friends coming sometimes.
What I'm saying is that Wuhan is a bit of a tricky market because we've got a lot of students, we've got a lot of expats, and even within these communities, we have Buda, we have Hast, we have Hua.
It's a lot at the same time. It's not too much comparing to Beijing and Shanghai.
Of course.
But it also brings its own difficulties.
On the way.
So it's a little bit of it's like wrapping up a present that's not regular sized, So that's the biggest problem that we face is not able to find the right gift wrapper. So we're working on something that could probably let people wrap their own gifts. So for example, Tony, tomorrow if you wanted to throw a party, you could use Han Nation itself to market your party or your event or anything else, and tell all the people in Wuhan that this is what I'm going to do. If you'd like to come,
Please
try it out.
come.
And
Yeah.
we've got very extensive algorithms that help people identify what they like, because we have this data. We know what people like. We know what they share and what they do. So it makes it easier for us to let people know, hey, you've gone to one comedy show, maybe you might like this comedy show. Or hey, you've gone to this party, you might like this party. Or hey, you've gone to this drama, maybe you might like this drama. So we're building very good algorithms that can sense what people want and give it to them directly on their newsfeed. So that's what we're working on right now. And we're also working on a number of other things.
Show for today's comedy show of Tom Tordes. So what is the main inspiration for you to invite Tom to Wuhan?
It's his idea basically, and their friendship with comedy show.
Oh, really?
Barney, yeah.
So Barney and I are very good friends.
Yeah.
We've been friends for a very long time, and I thought that whenever they bring headliners to Shanghai, why should Shanghai and Beijing have all the fun? It's time Wuhan had some fun as well. And so when Tom was coming, I said, we're gonna capture all this, and we're gonna bring Tom to
We
Wuhan.
want to invite him, and this is.
And he came. He was
Yeah,
very
he came,
good.
yeah.
He's a highly intelligent person, and he's way more fun behind the screen than he is on stage. Really,
Yeah.
he is full of surprises. It's unbelievable how fun he is, and the things that he had to share with us is very brilliant. He's a very brilliant man. I really hope to see him again in Wuhan soon.
Yes, we also hope to see many more programs, events, which could be subscribed in the platform of the Han Nation. So thank you guys for today evening, for today comedy show. We really love it, enjoy it. Thank you.